Okay, so here's the whistle-stop tour of 5 theories of operant conditioning. There are lots of theories that are relevant to and related to operant conditioning that do lots of different things, but these 5 theories specifically address the question of how do we know which stimuli will function as reinforcers in what kind of situation. And the reason Mazur has highlighted these is because in the absence of some kind of idea about predicting what will be a reinforcer, the definition of a reinforcer is kind of circular. A reinforcer is a stimulus that strengthens behavior. Well, what does that mean? It means that the behavior is strengthened by the stimulus. That's what makes it a reinforcer. So to break this circularity, we need to be able to make some kind of prediction about what kind of stimuli will be reinforcers and when. The need reduction hypothesis is that a stimulus will function as a reinforcer if it reduces a biological need. The drive reduction hypothesis is that reductions in stimulus intensity reinforce preceding behaviors. The idea behind this is that intense stimuli tend to be naturally aversive. The principle of transsituationality is that a stimulus that acts as a reinforcer in one situation will be a reinforcer in all other situations. If that's true, you don't need a theory to determine what functions as a reinforcer. You can just come up with a list on an empirical basis. Premack's principle is that more probable behaviors will act as reinforcers for less probable behaviors. This is the idea that you must eat your vegetables before you can have dessert, and also that less probable behaviors will act as punishers for more probable behaviors. Finally, response deprivation theory is the idea that any behavior that is restricted below its baseline level can serve as a reinforcer. Response deprivation theory is neat because it implies that with the right reciprocal contingencies, a low probability behavior can function as a reinforcer for a high probability behavior. In a paper published in 1975, textbook author Jim Mazur demonstrated this experimentally. In effect, using an experimental analog, he showed that not only can you use dessert as a reinforcer for eating vegetables, but under the right circumstances, you can also use vegetables as a reinforcer for eating dessert, though I'm not sure why you'd want to. We'll discuss each theory in a little more detail in the next video.